I was sent this sunrise alarm clock in exchange for my honest opinion. I'm going to go ahead and do an unboxing and a demo so you can see exactly how it works. Let's go get started.
This little sunrise alarm clock has so many different functions. It's really amazing. So it's this milky white color in the front. And here in the back, there's a long cord that plugs in. There are buttons all around the sides, and I'm going to go through that with you. And then there's a speaker that's right there in the back. So in the front here, we're going to start with there's four different lights and that are just like a natural light color. And these are the tones that it'll be going in between when you can actually pair that to be like a sunrise. But you can also use those lights to just be on if you want to have any of those lights on. And in addition to choosing the four different colors, you can choose up to 10 different brightness factors. And that's going to carry through with everything we talk about today, that every single item you can adjust in terms of brightness and also or sound. So next we're going to go ahead and look at the colors. There'll be 11 different colors to choose between. There'll be five colors that are going to be solid, and then the rest are all going to be gradient colors that will be moving. In addition to choosing a color, you can also adjust each one of them to be on a level of 1, very, very dim, all the way up to 10, which is very bright. For all of these, you can just have color on or you can pair it with a sound. And what this does is you can then choose an amount of time where it's just on for a steady amount of time or that you're putting it on a timer so that it can help you to fall asleep and to have relaxation. Outside of this, there's also the other side, which is the waking up factor, where you can set alarms to actually wake up, and there can be both that sunlight factor as well as sounds that you can choose. And for all of these, you can choose one or both or none. So you really have a lot of choices for customization. Here, I'm going to let you listen to the sounds of the white noise sound, and there are 7 different sounds that you can choose between. And for each one of these, you can also choose from a 1, which is very, very quiet, all the way up to a 10, which is quite loud. But the sounds are going to range between ocean waves, birds chirping, streams, which we're at now. There's going to be a firewood sound, like a crackling fire. You've got the summer bugs, which to me sounds just like what it sounds like at nighttime. You've got some chirping, some forest sounds. And then the final one is like a meditation or like a lullaby sound. So all of these can be adjusted. Next, I'm going to show you that there's an alarm clock, and you can choose with the alarm clock as to you'd set the time, and then after you set the time, it then will allow you to choose other sounds. So these are sounds we haven't heard yet. There are 7 different alarm sounds that you can choose between, or you can turn it off so that there's no sound. After you make this choice, you'll be able to decide how loud you want this to be. At that point, you'll be able to next choose about the time factor before the sound goes off, so your alarm goes off. You can choose how far in advance the light is going to be going off, meaning the sunrise setting will be going off, so that it's taking place over an amount of time in advance to help you wake up before the sound even starts. And with that, you can also choose then how bright that's going to be so that you can choose how bright, sort of the max brightness that will be taking place with this sunlight factor. So that's the other piece of the puzzle that you can choose. Different alarms that you can set, and it will remember the settings that you choose. Outside of these alarms, you can also set a timer that would be for falling asleep or for meditation or whatever you may want to be doing outside of waking up in the morning. So, if you wanted to be setting any of these lights or sounds or anything for a set amount of time so that you could relax and then fall asleep, that's the other way that you can set a timer. So, this little machine is amazing, and I'm definitely going to be using it moving forward. I hope that this helped you today as you're making your buying decision.